Welcome to the 2023 starting from Singapore to India cruise video. Of course, our cruise didn't start in Singapore, so we had to get there first. Our flight left out of DFW, took a 4-hour flight to San Francisco. After a short 1-hour layover in San Francisco, it was a 17-hour flight to Singapore. Alright, we made it to Singapore. What do you think, Tish?
Higher.
It's kind of, well, I know that, but it's kind of pretty, isn't it? Sights of downtown Singapore. These funky trees. Nothing in the middle, all up top. Good morning, Singapore. It's a beautiful day in Singapore. What kind of day is it in Singapore? It's a hot, humid, blah kind of a day, but this is the first video I'm shooting for our India cruise, and you can see there's lots of buildings still under construction. Lots of construction going on around here, and last time we were here that was under construction, but it's complete now. First of many. Cheers. They actually have a message scrolling across their ship. Something Cruises website. But in America, of course, we go left to right, not right to left. So. Anyhow, this is Singapore, and there's Tish after a nice nap. How was your nap?
Hey, not long enough.
Our nap was nice, but not long enough.
On board. Get
Okay.
There you go.
There you go. Thanks, honey. What you got there, Tish?
Scrambled eggs that are water.
Somebody got the dropsies, and it's going down to the next floor. Good job, Tish. Look out below! Alright, so here's our room. Check it out. Looks pretty nice. And then, oh my god, what did your do again?
Hey!
Oh, it's from Vacations to Go, not Trisha. We can't yell at her this time. I feel like I've done this years ago, but I'm going to do it again. I'm looking through money. Tish is looking through money. This is where I turn money into wine. Okay, say goodbye. Ta-da!
Finally!
Happiness.
How many bars do we have to go to find it?
Happiness.
I have to risk it all, 'cause the writings on the wall.
Friday morning football. Yeah. Good morning, Penang, Malaysia. It's a beautiful day in Penang, Malaysia. What kind of day is it in Penang, Malaysia? Penang, Malaysia. It's a hot and humid day in Penang, Malaysia. So right now the Cowboys are losing at halftime, 21-20. Hopefully that changes soon. Very hot and humid inside or outside. Nice and cool on the inside, and that's where Tish is. So you can see her foot, maybe. Okay, we're in Penang, Malaysia. That's where we're at. And we got a whole bunch of different vendors on the side. Tish thinks that she's seen Dr. Pepper. I don't think so yet. No, not yet. But all right. Soup, dang beef soup. me again. After we left the food court, we did a self-guided walking tour where I showed Tish the sculpture of a ball with its sides falling off, a statue, a Starbucks, a few gutters, a local beer with a local, a mosque, a Hindu temple, a Chinese-style building, a short video filmed inside my shorts, and I still had time to do my dance. The next day we got up nice and early to wait in line and wait with all these fine people to go on an excursion at Koh Ta Phu and Payin Island. I'm sure I pronounced that correctly. We hopped on a bus and rode for about 2 hours, then hopped on a long-tailed boat for another 30 minutes before finally reaching our destination of Koh Ta Phu Island, or James Bond Island. Koh Ta Phu Island is where the James Bond movie Man with a Golden Gun was filmed, and luckily it did not explode like it did in the movie. The weather in Singapore and Malaysia and mainland Thailand had been very hot and humid, so when we were at full throttle to James Bond Island, it was very comfortable. The sights were amazing with different rock formations, including this one that looks like King Kong emerging from the water.
King Kong's coming out of the water.
Okay, again, leading rock on by this side, by right hand side. This one is more clear. You can zoom in.
This looks like a buffalo.
Which one?
A buffalo head.
Oh yeah.
Well, I didn't see a buffalo head, but this is the picture she took. The limestone being slowly eroded away created a cool looking pass-through cave at a few different spots.
Hello, one more time. Bravo.
You think this was similar to Brazil?
No.
Panay Island is a small fishing village mainly situated on stilts. There's about 360 family members or 1,600 people. It was settled in the 18th century by roaming fishermen from Java Island, Indonesia. And this part's important because during that time, the law limited land ownership to only locals. Due to this restriction, most of the island population lived on stilts, which of course provided easy access to the fishermen. In time, they were allowed to purchase land and built a mosque and a freshwater well. While on Panay Island, I had a chance to check out the small school, see a few play areas for the kids, including this floating soccer pitch, and still had time to do my dance. Before you knew it, it was time to head back to the boat. Not that boat. From the boat to the bus to the boat to the bar. The next day, thankfully, was a day at sea, which gave us a chance to rest and rehydrate. For the first time in my life, I set my clock back 1.5 hours.
all morning for us. Monday morning football.
Good morning, Sri Lanka. It's a beautiful day in Sri Lanka. What kind of a day is it in Sri Lanka?
It's a beautiful day in Sri Lanka.
It's a beautiful day in Sri Lanka. The buses are waiting. We're waiting. Everybody's waiting. Nobody going across the bridge. Even the money exchange truck is waiting. Yes, the money exchange truck is waiting. Everybody's waiting. But us, we don't really care, do we? Nah. We'll get ashore when we go ashore, and that's all. We were not in a huge hurry to get off. In fact, even by 11:30, we were sitting down visiting with a guest entertainer, and then we finally made our way out onto shore.
That's the extent of Hambantota. We've arrived and now we're leaving. Yeah, kind of like sa-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la the first night.
Within 30 minutes, we were back to the bar, and I was in the hot tub with a drink or two.
Good evening, Tish. How are you?
Great, how are you?
So Tish has noticed that outside it looks like snow. And I agree with her. So it looks like a dreary, snowy day. Even with the tracks. And then how it's closer to the building, it's kind of melted a little bit. And then further out. Yeah, sorry for the crappy weather.
Oh, that was quick. You want to stop here or do you want to go on further? You can go on further if you wish to. Okay, I'm going to start this in. Was that fair? Okay. Now, Tim, I would like you to please remember the page number and also maybe the first word that you see there. The first word. Yes? Now, do you need to write this down? Good. Lock this word in your mind. Lock the page number in your mind. Can you do that? Good. Take your time. No. Okay, never mind. Think of the page number. Okay, the page number that you're thinking of is 206. Yes.
The Magician Illusionist did 2 shows, 2 nights. Probably 60 people he ended up calling up on the stage. I was the only one he put on his Facebook page. I just wish he didn't use the one where I looked so confused.
So we've got sand all the way around us, but we have a pretty rainbow. How about that? So we're in the port of, where are we? Sri Lanka. That is correct. You know what the name of the port is, though?
Sri Lanka.
It's Cochin. Cochin, Sri Lanka. Cochin. Seeing all these containers make me miss home.
Container Tim.
Container Tim. We made it to Sri Lanka. And it's raining.
We love
Tuk-tuks
walking.
everywhere.
We love walking. We love walking. He wants to just go into town.
Looking? Okay, looking at that.
Hop on, hop off bus. That's what we're looking for, and that's what I'm finding.
Colombo, Sri Lanka. With the Lotus Tower.
Here's the Lotus Tower at night, and here's the Lotus Tower covered in fog. The tuk-tuk driver talked us into a 2-hour tour for a whole $4. He took us to a cool, detailed Hindu temple. So then it was time to hop back on our tuk-tuk and experience the crazy ride of other tuk-tuk drivers in Sri Lankan craziness. The tuk-tuk driver took us to the Red Mosque and then to the Lotus Theater. Apparently they have a Lotus Tower and a Lotus Theater.
Sri Lankan Museum, if anybody cares.
Here's some Sri Lankan tuk-tuks and then a Sri Lankan park that actually had an elephant in it.
Now this is pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, very
That's the shot.
It was tough to beat a shot like that, so he didn't. Instead, he took us to a high-pressure jewelry shop, a, quote, beach, end quote, some more shots around the city, and then gracefully back to the ship, which we loved that idea. Today was the last day of the cruise for about 300 Canadians. Apparently, India had an issue with a comment that a Canadian Prime Minister said about the Indian government, so they revoked all the visas for all Canadian tourists. So they had to get off here in Sri Lanka. The next day, we wanted to get off, but the Indian customs or immigration people were being ridiculous about clearing our ship and filing through the process. It should have been like a day at sea, since we didn't touch land until night. The next day, I hired a local for $30 to drive us in an air-conditioned car instead of an open-air tuk-tuk. Money well spent. I tried to get him to tell us where he was taking us. Instead, he just laughed.
Go.
Right side fishing harbor. Right name Vambanat Lake. Vambanat Lake. Your ship there, right side. Right side, right side.
You understand what he's saying?
Our ship's down there. This
Before
is
ship is
harbor.
coming, open there.
Yes. They open up to.
Hold the city, hold the city. Kochi, hold the city.
I'm sure you folks at home understood all that as well. Our first stop is to a place I have never ever visited or even thought of visiting. A laundromat. Here they beat the clothes into submission, or at least to cleanliness.
Quite a process. They have machines that do that, you know. A lot of water, a lot of ringing. Jeez. Well, the current.
Here's the dryer.
Yeah. There's the dryer. Yeah. Bras and panties. Parents are working, the kids can play in the overgrown playground. Very nice. Yeah.
A little less of a gross place, he took us to Cochin Beach.
1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, it's a video. Hi, you said me to do video.
Okay,
There we go, inconspicuously taking a picture of the license. Indian cemetery for you, Jana, if you ever watch this.
After the beach and the cemetery, we made our way to St. Francis Church, which I videotaped, which I'm not sure why I did, just probably because I wasn't allowed.
I don't know why I'm not allowed to videotape, but I'm going to do it anyway, so I'm going to act like I'm inconspicuous, nobody knows I'm videotaping, and yeah, I'm not motivated enough to take my shoes off. So I shall stay out here with my shoes on. Well, that adds something to it a little bit more, right?
you get that.
So it was built in the 16th century St. Francis Church of Fort Cochin. And there it is on the outside. I videotaped the inside, which was probably a no-no, but I did it anyways.
On the way into Kochi, we noticed these Chinese fishing nets. This way of fishing is very unusual for India and was introduced by Chinese explorers in the 14th century. One interpretation of the city name Kochi is Cochin, meaning like China.
Rickety ass planks. And it's swaying back and forth. Oh boy. Hang on. Oh yeah, I think I like that.
What? Wait, 1 second. What does he want to do?
I'm gonna stand there.
Now.
We got a baby shark. Big. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark.
Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark.
After enjoying the Chinese fishing nets and Tish taking a picture next to this colorful banyan tree, we were forced to go to another shop by a driver, and we were happy to get back in the cab and head back to the ship.
So that just kind of encourages it, doesn't it? There's my pretty little princess in her princess chair, and we are now leaving Cochin International Cruise, the last port before Mumbai. Now, how does that make you feel?
Good.
You're good?
Okay with it? Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's been an okay cruise. Time to start heading to wrap it up.
Wrapping it up. We still have another, what, 4
Pushing
days?
around the
5
seaweed.
days?
The what day? The 8th? We get home on the 13th. So that's really only 4 full days.
Okay.
Yeah. How's your wine?
Awesome.
From dinner to the show. December 9th between Kochi and Mumbai was the last day at sea, or as we like to call it, Lazy Day. I thought we should talk about these chairs. Because of their curved design, we were able to turn our heads, whisper something, and the other person could hear it very clearly. Like the satellite dishes on the very large array 8 years ago.
Now say something louder.
Good morning, Mumbai, India. It's a beautiful day in Mumbai, India. It's very hazy, but very warm, probably about 81 degrees with 81% humidity, of course. And we're at this beautiful port. And we landed 2 hours ago. So people should be getting off, but they're still putting the gangway in place. So that part's not cool, especially since we're supposed to start a tour in exactly an hour. And I think we still have quite a ways to go. So anyhow, maybe one day this will be a beautiful port, but today it is not. Gateway of India is supposed to be over there, and I think my tour starts like right in that fancy looking building. And then we're going to go to Elephanta Caves, and we will see caves with elephants in it, or statues. Anyhow, so that's Mumbai for now, and until later we will say ciao. Oops, it's a video. Didn't mean to do video, but we're doing video. Okay, so they're getting all into the Christmas spirit, and we're all in a queue to get off and go ashore, so hopefully this goes fairly promptly. Okay, right here.
This shot would be much better with a smile. Ah, that's better.
And this is the Zoo of Mumbai. Taxi, tour, taxi, tour. All these taxi drivers.
When we met up with our tour group, we took a small bus to catch a ferry at the Gateway of India. We hopped on the ferry for a 45-minute ride, including a shot of these guys. We were then assigned a very loquacious tour guide.
Okay. And we're going up and up and up.
Hey Tish, what'd you think of those stairs at Elephanta Cave?
Hi. Hi.
Once we got to Elephanta Caves, our guide actually stopped me from videotaping and taking pictures to tell me about the names, the history of names, and the history of the names. All told, I'd say I listened to about 5% of what he had to say, which was a lot, and 2% I actually found interesting.
Eagle birds are there, so eagle birds sitting on the Garuda. And look on the bottom, another one structure just like banana trees inside the sculpture. Why are the banana trees inside? Eagle birds are two last one Agori, but you see all birds are not same. They are different. Why different? Because you are not stable one nari. You are like so by the three diagonal. That's called the nari Nateshwara. But you learn in scientific law chromosome fertilization. So male and female chromosomes also X and Y. Those pairs also equal 26 each pairs of the bottom side. That's the reason. That's time Shiva and Parvati Mata, male and female also equal. They create this form. That's called Ardhanari Nateshwara. But lady structure, which side of the Shiva? There is male structure and there is also left hand side female structure. Why call the left hand side female structure? Because Hindu religion people following by the mythology. So after marriage lady, they call Ardhangini. Why call Ardhangini? Because close to the heart. That's why Parvati also standing by the Shiva.
And that was the 2%. Did anybody else listen?
Ever possibly.
No video.
I'll walk up.
Very good.
After an hour and 15 minutes of that guy, I was happy to watch the monkeys.
There you go. You got it. That's awesome.
cricket in the street. Oh, he's gonna run. He's running. He's running. Run over the ball. Oh, no. And that was just one game. Here comes the second game. And the bowler's ready. Nope, he's paused. And then there's another game. Bowler makes his pitch. And then there's another game. This guy's grabbing his crutch. That's the last one, I think. Our last dessert on the ship, Tish had Beggar's Purse, which is a deep-fried shell with mixed berries. One last look at the stairs decoration, then a 3:45 in the morning ride to Mumbai airport to Ahmedabad. Smells like fresh produce. Oh boy, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. The Mumbai airport was fancy, huge, and clean. There was a giant wooden structure inside Terminal 2, and security separated men versus women, where they got a curtain for their pat down. So we've made it to the Taj Mahal. Well, at least the airport in which the Taj Mahal is located. And when I said that other airport was small, this one's got it beat. We came in a prop plane, and there's only one here. And let me show you baggage claim. The entire, she doesn't even need that. The entire baggage claim for the whole airport. So this is domestic, international. Going to Agra was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, mainly because we will not be going back in our lifetime. The airport forced us to use a shuttle bus, which we had to pay for in rupees. We didn't have any rupees, and our guides were not allowed inside the gate to pick us up. It was a huge ordeal. So after we did a little bit of driving with them talking amongst themselves, and Tish and I talking amongst ourselves, Kumar decided that we were going to go to the hotel, offload our bags, and then go back out for lunch. We don't know what we're ordering.
Who needs him?
Yeah, we need him. So, and then we look up from our
He needs to be
and we
back.
have So after a great lunch at an amazing price, we zigzagged our way to the back roads of the back of Taj Mahal.
So every place we get a canvas made and we have them there. So that's what we have to get a good photo. So another question. The hazelnut, is it
Weather?
Yeah.
Hazy?
Like hazelnut, yeah.
Just because of the winter.
And over here is nothing.
Yeah.
Just kind of like a little building.
Yeah, nothing. This is wings.
And then on the other side, it's
Yeah.
just
This is also wings of the Taj Mahal.
Ah.
Over here. This is the white is a Hindu temple,
okay.
and that ramp. You can see the ramp.
Uh-huh.
The security. The security boat also over here
Oh, okay.
from that side.
Uh-huh. Did you get all that?
I got it recorded.
Okay, well, span over that way.
You see the security?
The ramp is the security, the white is the temple, and then that is also part of it over there.
Oh, I didn't realize that was part of it.
See?
Uh-huh. And now I got that over there, that's part of it. So there should be an equal one on the other side, huh? As the sun sets on our India tour, so do the sands of time. And back to the hotel for a great night's rest. Alexa, play brown noise. Good morning, Agra. It's a beautiful day in Agra. What kind of day is it in Agra? It's a beautiful day here in Agra, India. Temperature today expected to be mid-70s. Quite a huge difference from what we've had for the last 12 days, which has been damn near 90s with 80% humidity. So I think today's humidity will still be pretty high, but we'll definitely be happy with mid 70s. The breakfast this morning was absolutely phenomenal. We didn't have this view. And there's water in the pool. That would have been kind of nice to know. Anyways, so after changing from the first floor to the 6th floor, we ended up with a better night's rest and all the modern niceties that you'd expect from a nice hotel. And fantastic breakfast. And there I am, so good morning. Talk to you later. Next time I see you, probably be at the Taj. Ciao. So we packed up our bags and the Kumars picked us up from the hotel at 10. We made our way to the Taj. Yes, we are now on a first name basis with the Taj Mahal now. G. Kumar got the tickets and A. Kumar dropped us off and stayed with the car. G. Kumar introduced us to the entrance with interesting facts. It did not beat us down with useless information.
22. Taj Mahal took 22 years, long time for its completion. So each dome represents 1 year of construction of Taj Mahal.
42 years, that's a long time.
40 years ago, this was the common way.
I feel like I'm walking up to Petra. Dun, dun, dun. It's 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then as you go up, it looks like it changes into...
And all these fans that which is
multiple sides
in the white marble.
Pretty cool.
But I wanted to go.
Of course.
Can you imagine the view from there?
probably what it originally looked like. And then over the years, Tish pointed this out. Gotta give Tish credit for this. And it's almost wore down to nothing. That's Tish's eyes. Tish noticed that. Gotta give Tish credit for that.
Stop.
More damage.
Tish is so impressed. Even the step is carved out like a booby.
There's just so many things. So many.
And she's commenting on how detailed this all is. And that. Just 22 years of working on this.
Our next stop after the Taj Mahal was the Taj Mahal Descendants store, and as Tish says, that was horrible, because we found out that it was really neat, but extremely, what? High pressure.
So first you are guest for me, guest for my factory, so I welcome. So this is the same kind of work inside Taj Mahal, same here. And Taj Mahal took 22 years, the help of 20,000 persons. But they are same descendant who make Taj Mahal, Rana marble, Taj Mahal made up same marble. So this marble will be coming from Rajasthan, India. This work in a good eyes thinking out of this. And if you want to become artist, you need 3 years training for this work.
Not so deep.
That's hard.
Term.
You also want to try, sir?
Of course.
Right. Then I will see madam or strong or sir.
Very sharp.
Very sharp tools.
In fact, it was so sharp, Tish cut her hand. Just kidding.
So after making flower, and when you put the top of the white marble and draw the pattern, very difficult. And beauty of this work, we don't have any measurement on catalog. With the eye, with the mind, same copy, same. And all together.
So each one of these even is different, right?
Just
So the screen and then this one.
yes, inside the mother of pearl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces.
Wow.
So this is something beautiful. Egg coke, egg pani bottle. So this is something beautiful. Very in home like a coffee. Actually, excuse me, sir. Inside no photo, please.
I had to match their aggressive sale tactics with my equally aggressive I want to get the hell out of here tactics. Our next stop was Fort Agra.
But outer modes filled with water. There are some alligators also.
Yes, alligators. I like it.
I have to take the permission of the camera. Just wait, okay? That's why it's called Jahangir Palace. Okay? We can see the bathtub over there. That was the bathtub of the Jahangir.
Really?
Oh my God.
It's not like taking a bath in the middle of the garden.
See, one single piece.
A bathtub in the middle of the gardens? Well, I gotta see this.
Oh, there's jets down at the bottom.
Yeah. Marble came from 365 kilometers past. It's still the white marble came in. It's still. This is windows for the Valentine. That's connected.
Okay.
Again, I
Stars represent 2 triangles, male and female.
And there you go.
So we're inside Agra Fort. They spend a lot of time on the details for a fort that may get destroyed. Just the details.
they could support if they want to program.
It's your turn tonight.
More special window we can see also. White.
300 concubines, or prostitutes of the night, ladies of the night. And when some of these people walk by, holy hell do they stink. Look, but he didn't get it.
Some of them can't read.
No, he didn't, yeah.
Like, seriously, shut up.
So they got drainage in here for the monsoon season, and the water goes down the hole into the moats where they keep the alligators and the crocodiles.
And baby sharks.
Baby shark do 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 do.
Nice camera work. Shah Jahan spent from 1658 to 1666, the last 8 years of his life, on house arrest here because his son, who was the general of the National Army, was upset that he was spending so much of his inheritance on the memorial for Taj Mahal, later known as Taj Mahal, for his favorite wife. After he passed away, his body was taken by boat to be buried at the Taj Mahal.
Beautiful workmanship on the white marble. Some beautiful carving also we can see on white marble. Inside this was painted beautifully, but so many rulers ruled here. Some Jat kings, some Hindu kings attacked here and they scratched all the paint out inside. So we can see only some samples inside the paint.
So this is the only spot where they didn't scratch all the paint off.
This place just keeps going and going and going. It's crazy how big it is, though.
And it's crazy how low the safety rail is. Almost like a tripping hazard.
Another view.
The pressure of people waiting and watching and going. Yeah, I
So this particular area or platform would be where the leaders or the rulers would address the crowd into the courtyard. Speaking of courtyard, these locals were on their keisters working on each one of these tiles one at a time. Yeah.
And so many chipmunks. Kind of funny how there's not any squirrels, but lots of chipmunks.
After about an hour and a half, G. Kumar said to us, "We've only covered 25% of the fort." Well, we were good. So we said our goodbyes to G. Kumar and sent him home with a goodie bag full of great food from this morning's breakfast, and got on the road and headed a 5-hour drive from Agra to New Delhi. And of course it's not complete without McDonald's. Where did it go? I saw it. There it is. McCafe. Hey, what's up with that face?
I've had enough of India. Let's get the hell out of here.
As if I hadn't had enough of this country. Now I have to do security again, right at the damn gate. I mean, why are you done security? What the fuck do you think I brought? the other side of security to here.
After an extremely taxing second security check and checking our passports for the 5th time, American announced payload and we're buying seats at $1,000 for American gift cards to take another flight. I almost got into a verbal fight with another passenger, but we decided to stay with this flight. That seemed like a good idea because we were treated real well by the crew and we got a whole row to ourselves until we got to JFK and found out our bags are still in India.
Oh no.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say.
We got to Elephanta Caves. Our guide was... can't read my own right. Our last dessert on the tish. Only. Due to this pretty separate for men versus women, they got a They got a curtain for their pat down. Shah Jahan spent from... Speaking of courtyard, this... Yeah.
Timmy, did you not do your
with my
homework?
equally aggressive, I want to get the hell out of here tactics.